Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Melinda arrested, Maggie's marriage, EJ Scrambles, Kate's comfort. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Monday, June 3, 2024 are then. Anticipate Melinda Trask, Tina Huang, to get arrested. Maggie Horton Kyriakis, Suzanne Rogers, marriage begins. Coming up on Days of Our Lives, EJ DiMera, Dan Feuerigel, scrambles when Leo Stark, Greg Ricard, points out the holes in his story. Meanwhile, Kate Roberts Brady, Lauren Koslow, comforts Roman Brady, Josh Taylor. Also, Kristen DiMera, Stacey Hayduke, proposes an outrageous idea to Stefan DiMera, Brandon Barish. Days of Our Lives spoilers, Melinda Trask arrested. DOOL spoilers for Monday, June 3 reveal that Melinda will be blindsided by Rafe Hernandez's, Galen Gehring, coming move. Rafe just busted into the quarter attorney's office and placed Melinda under arrest. Indeed, though Melinda denied having any involvement with Sloan Peterson Brady's, Jessica Surfety, stealing scheme, suckers know she was veritably important involved. The many times that Sloan considered giving the baby back, Melinda induced her not to. So, Melinda is just as shamefaced as Sloan. Melinda's arrest could have Paulina Price, Jackie Harry, scrabbling. Will Paulina be forced to rehire EJ DiMera, Dan Feuerigel? Trending. DOOL spoilers. Carlivati explains returning to the Salem writing scene and stories. DOOL spoilers, Kate Roberts Brady's comfort on Monday, June 3. Further people will have set up out about Jude Brady, Oliver McClarty. This includes Kate and Roman. It's teased that Kate will comfort Roman over the Jude situation. Meanwhile, Leo grills EJ about the holes in his baby story. Days of Our Lives spoilers, Sloan Peterson Brady possessed. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Monday, June 3 reveal that Sloan will try to get away while Nicole Walker DiMera, Ariane Zucker, calls the police. Still, Eric Brady, Greg Vaughn, will walk in as Sloan is trying to leave. There's no way that Eric and Nicole are going to let Sloan get down. Teresa's restaurant job, Kristen's baby intel, landing. Clyde. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Thursday, May 30, 2024 are then. Anticipate Stefan DiMera, Brandon Barish, to offer Teresa Donovan, Emily O'Brien, a job at the bistro. EJ DiMera, Dan Feuerigel, tells Kristen DiMera, Stacey Hayduke, each about his new son. Coming up on Days of Our Lives Plus, Ava Vitale, Tamara Braun, Harris Michaels, Steve Burton, and Lucas Horton, Brian DiTillo, work on a plan to capture Clyde Weston, James Reed, in Montana. Keep reading to find out what's coming up in the coming occasion of the Peacock Cleaner pieces. Teresa Donovan's restaurant job. DOOL spoilers for Thursday, May 30 reveal that Teresa just lost her job at Bella Magazine. Still, Alex Kyriakis, Robert Scott Wilson, asked Teresa to move into the Kyriakis manse with him. Trending. DOOL spoilers, will Dimitri return to Salem? Considering Alex isn't really Victor Kyriakis, John Aniston, son, and Constantine Meliunis, John Capellos, Teresa needs to get a job. Now, the one thing about Teresa is she schemes a lot and always has. Teresa schemes whether she's working or not. It seems the schemes do get further destructive with the further time she has on her hands. Plus, Teresa has enough important always worked. While Teresa does enjoy the finer effects in life, she also gets great pride out of a job well done. So, I can't see her just lounging around the Kyriakis manse. This is where Stefan comes by. Stefan will ask Teresa to be the new director at the bistro. Kristen DiMera's baby intel over with Kristen, she'll learn all about Jude Brady, or is it Jude DiMera right now? EJ will tell Kristen each about his new son. Chrishell Stause lands new soapy role. Chrishell Stause has quite a daytime drama capsule. She played Jordan Ridgway on Days of Our Lives, DOOL, and Bethany Bryant on The Young and the Restless, YNR. Some may also fade her from Netflix's Selling Sunset. Now she has a brand new cleaner part she's about to dive into. Chrishell Stause's brand new soapy character on Neighbours Amazon Prime Video blazoned on Wednesday, May 29 that Chrishell will be joining the Australian cleaner pieces, Neighbours, in a special guest part. The new part was created just for her, so it sounds like she'll be bringing on the drama. Stause's new character's name will be Yasmin Yash Shields, an important businesswoman who's garnered quite a bit of success in her youthful life. Yas will enter stories to pursue a tempting occasion. Still, the show is remaining hush-hush on what this all exactly means, so suckers will have to tune in to find out. Chrishell Stause commentary on New Neighbours, part according to reports, Chrishell will start rephotographing on the cleaner in Australia, come July. Stause reflected on the new part via a statement by saying, "I'm recognized and excited to join such a cherished and iconic show. Coming from the world of detergents in the U.S., it's back to my first love in the entertainment assiduity." It may be no surprise that to some suckers, Stause has set up a gig in Australia, as her mate is Australian, a musician named G Flip. The two got married in 2022, and now it seems both have work to do down under. Ron Carlivati's material returns, head pen previews story changes and big reveals Days of Our Lives, DOOL, spoilers reveals that head writer Ron Carlivati was anxiously awaiting the occasion that vented on Friday, May 31st. That's because it marked the return of Carlivati's own jotting material, which means the strike pen's content will officially come a thing of the history. Although Carlivati and his platoon got back to work in October following the end of the Pens Guild of America strike, Days flicks multiple months in advance. Carlivati's new stuff is eventually making it to the screen again, and he couldn't be more agitated about it. In an interview with television bigwig, Ron Carlivati cleared up some misconceptions and offered some hints about what's in store now that he's steering the jotting boat again. For starters, Carlivati clarified that he didn't leave any kind of companion behind for the temporary pens to follow. Days substantially had the temp platoon stretch effects out and keep Carlivati's overall bends in play as long as possible. Still, they eventually did have to make some story opinions that Carlivati wasn't involved in making. From January to May, those weren't my stories. I had nothing to do with those, Carlivati said. Carlivati didn't get a chance to write the morning of the baby switch story reveal, but he did make one significant change that suckers will see in his first occasion back. It turns out the strike pens were going to have Sloane Peterson Brady, Jessica Surfety, exit the oil without ever having a sweepstakes with Nicole DiMera, Ariane Zucker. Carlivati admitted he allowed. That was nuts, so he rewrote it to include the Sloane and Nicole battle that played out on Friday, May 31st. Days spoilers say Eric Brady, Greg Vaughn, will also find out he's Jude Brady's, Greg Vaughn, natural father in the coming occurrences, and that was commodity Carlivati enjoyed getting to pen himself. Of course, Xander Cook, Paul Telfer, doesn't know he's Victor Kiriaki's, John Aniston, natural son yet, so Carlivati was suitable to take the lead on that disclosure, which obviously involves Alex Kiriakis, Robert Scott Wilson, and Teresa Donovan, Emily O'Brien, as well. Plus, Carlivati wrote Maggie Kiriakis, Suzanne Rogers, and Constantine Meliunis, John Capello's, imminent marriage blow-up, so Constantine's downfall will be another huge moment for DOOL observers. The strike pens have formerly laid the route for Gabby Hernandez DiMera, last played by Camille Ibanez, to get out of captivity, but Ron Carlivati is taking over from then and will be at the helm. Formerly Gabby eventually scores her freedom. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Sherry Jimenez is set to make her debut as Gabby recast by the end of June, so we'll bring you further story prognostications and updates on any other casting news. It may be no surprise that to some suckers, Stause has set up a gig in Australia, as her mate is Australian, a musician named G Flip. The two got married in 2022, and now it seems both have work to do down under. Ron Carlivati's material returns, head pen previews story changes and big reveals Days of Our Lives, DOOL, spoilers reveals that head writer Ron Carlivati was anxiously awaiting the occasion that vented on Friday, May 31st. That's because it marked the return of Carlivati's own jotting material, which means the strike pen's content will officially come a thing of the history.